Welcome, I'll be reacting to Sapphire and Steel, Season 1, Episode 2. Selected clips are provided for commentary purposes. This is not a market substitute. Please support the original. And no spoilers in the comments. That includes things like, this series only gets better. That is a spoiler. Thank you. Ooh, can she open it with her abilities?
No.
Ooh!
Becca!
Becca has a gorgeous outfit, by the way. Oh, no! I mean, I guess an offering is needed, but still.
You keep her with you at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Has the child other dolls?
Yes.
Downstairs?
Next floor down, yes.
You find her one from there.
That was interesting. Steel comes across as very logical and put together, not emotional. And perhaps he was coming to the conclusion that the little girl would do better if she had something sentimental with her, and was thinking about that from purely an intellectual standpoint. But I thought it was kind of sweet that he's like, let's make sure she has one with her. To me, it showed he had a little bit of a heart.
But my mother's still in that room!
Not anymore.
But I heard her! I heard her voice! That wasn't her. No.
Mum's coming home.
Not yet.
Soon.
Yes. Soon.
He is such a good big brother. That is a cool pajama set.
I sent a message.
Please, Helen, we've got to be ready.
Ready?
We're leaving.
You should have told
They're nailing up the door of your room, Helen.
Because it's dangerous.
And no one can get out.
Oh, I see.
Is that the way to bring Mum and Dad back?
He's doing the best he can with the information he has under the circumstances.
Like a record that's stuck, isn't it? It's not, it's marking time. It's supposed to be the one that sweet talks kids like that, reassures them,
I manage.
so that we can get on with the job and win the battle.
Will you handle that policeman?
No. You do it.
Oh.
Come on, Helen.
I'm still going to tell them about my parents, about that room up there, about the things I saw in that room.
Ooh. Oh my goodness.
I can keep that going for as long as is necessary.
Hello,
Just
Rob.
as long as it takes to prevent you from talking to
Hello,
you.
Rob.
It could take ages.
Hello, Rob.
So be fair.
Hello, Rob.
I'm sure the poor man has better things to do.
Well, I thought that door had already been opened for me once.
No?
I might make you spend the next few hours climbing through the window and not getting anywhere.
That is a very impressive ability.
Why can't you take it back to just before yesterday when my parents were still here?
I haven't the power to take time back that far.
Okay.
If I had, don't you think I'd have done it?
Fascinating.
Does anyone have the power to,
What?
well, to take time back further?
Something does, yes.
Something, not someone.
Something.
Whatever's in that corridor.
Well, that's terrifying.
Would you know which is the youngest room in the house?
The youngest.
I.e. the
The
safest.
last one to be built.
My father had a small extension built last year, an office.
And get lots of new stuff. What's the latest technology? Oh, the clocks. The clocks are back. Why? Yeah. Can you imagine being stuck in a time loop with clocks?
What about this? 40, 50 years old?
1938.
Yeah, get it out of there.
And this?
6 to 8 months, most of it.
Most of it?
There are some recycled elements there. One of
Oh.
them's a good 100 years old.
Now that is interesting. Even if you buy something new, it might have pieces within it that are older and will cause issues. If you think about everything that you own in a room, mine would be very unsafe. I have primarily antiques. I think they'd have to strip pretty much everything in my room, other than a few recent books, my computer equipment. Everything else would go. Post in the comments if they had to do this to your room. Would you have anything left in the room? What about the blinds? Can they keep the blinds there?
They do clutter their lives, don't they?
Oh, an out-of-date ship's log. The captain had a weakness for nautical heritage.
Oh.
He collected old things from ships.
These creatures that are trying to break through the time fabric. A ship's log at sea, a nursery rhyme in a child's room. It sounds to me as if they know what they're doing.
It sounds like up until now they've been assuming it's a natural phenomenon, and now they're thinking, wait, what if it's sentient? What if we're dealing with something more like, I don't know, Chronos, that time is thinking? That would change their tactics as well.
Rob!
That's not your mother.
Rob!
Mum?
Just what on earth is going on, Rob?
Oh, Mum!
Will you open this door at once, please?
Of course!
Oh no.
Oh, I forgot, it's nailed up. Yes, Mum, just wait. I'll fetch Sapphire and Steel.
Oh, there's no need to fetch them.
How do you know them?
Well,
Please, Rob, think.
just kneel down by the door. Come along, Rob.
No.
Kneel down by the door. All you have to do is to say a rhyme. A nursery rhyme. An old one. There's swords in their hands, searching for people.
Goosey, gander!
Oh no.
Where shall I? Whither shall I
Rob,
wander?
you know better.
Upstairs and downstairs.
Rob, what have you done? They're doing a great job at moving the story forward and then teasing the next part. It reminds me of early Doctor Who, when they had those long-running stories and each part had a mini cliffhanger to it. I do feel for Rob. He's at that point in his life where he's old enough to start taking responsibility. You can see him being very protective of his little sister, wanting to go to the authorities, not quite trusting Sapphire and Steel because they're a bit suspicious. And yet he is still a child. He's not quite mature enough to figure out what's going on, and he just wants his mom back. So when he heard that voice, and you could see he was just crying and wishing she was there, like the wizard's first rule. We believe things that we wish were true or that we fear are true. And he wanted it to be his mother, so he was ignoring the clearly not his mom moments. I really enjoyed seeing Sapphire's powers as well. I kind of wonder what Steel can do. So far, he's just been kind of the anchor of the team, but I'm sure he can do things other than telepathy. We will find out.